He could have just been like, respectfully, I can't play for you guys. Much love, though. Everyone have a great night. I'm gonna go and get out of here. That would have been cool.
That would have been cool with it.
Yeah, with his fucking body.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so what were you guys' thoughts on the game against Colorado?
So as you know, in the group chat, initial thoughts after the game, I guess I was just kind of pissed. I went pretty harshly into the team. I was like, dude, fucking same old earthquakes, blah, 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 blah. But upon rewatching the game, I decided to take back what I said. And I had a little more optimism because after rewatching, we had great possession, a lot of good chances, and a lot of good shots on target. But god damn it, that fucking goalkeeper, dude. Yeah, man, Stefan. I mean, that's about it, dude. I take it all back. We played really good touches, but we even found a good slot for like our solution for Hernan Lopez, but it just wasn't enough, Unlucky.
Dude, I listened to the game on my way home. I was hearing the game live. I heard his name everywhere. Zach Steffen here, Zach Steffen there, and then I went back and rewatched the game. Some of those should have been goals. The corner kick, Joseph Martinez little dink that should have gone in.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was Buda's shot to the bottom corner that he went down and blocked. That should have probably been scored. And then we also, there's a little bit of luck there too. It hasn't gone our way. Buda's have volley that hit the crossbar.
Yeah,
that one should have been a goal. Like there was chances there, and we were being the aggressors, and then giving up some of the really soft goals. Honestly, that was what frustrated me the most. The first goal, it was a cross into the box. Daniel, it came off of Daniel's chest, and then it was just like a 50-50 ball that kind of that went into the goal. Like, why? And that was against the run of play, against the flow of the game, and maybe it's the downside of us, always being on the front foot.
Rico,
what?
Your thoughts on the game?
Oh yeah, well, I guess you guys already talked about it. Obviously, the big story was the goalie Zach Steffen, 12 saves. The referee wasn't helping us at all. I think he doesn't like San Jose for some reason.
Isn't that always?
Yeah,
seems to be the case.
Always get this shit called, bro.
And then, I think I mentioned this in the pre-predict. That VAR decision took forever. Didn't show the replay, which ended up being the game-winning goal for those guys.
Mm-hmm.
That was kind of weird. They didn't show a replay. Anyways, they dominated for the first 30 minutes. It could have been easily up. That Joseph shot in the beginning. Stefan got down somehow and blocked that. That was crazy. Super athletic. That Chicho Golazo, though, I mean, at the end of the half, that was like he showed his skill there. Natural born scorer, right? I mean, honestly, I think we should have been up by like 3, maybe 4-1 at the end of the first half. All those chances we had. I love the way they're way more offensive this year. Ultimately, there are too many passes where they're not connecting right. Where at least last year, it was like the same offense: pass it to the wing, pass it to Christian. Somebody hopefully get across that'll get through. Some carambola, somebody's gonna head it in, get a goal that way. This team's a little bit more attacking minded. They're offensive minded. When they get the ball, they're looking to go forward. They're not looking to make a pass to the side. They're looking to go forward. The one thing that I did, I think Buda and Joseph should have been on the opposite sides of each other. I think Joseph should have been on the left and Buda should have been on the right. Just a couple of plays where it looked like they were kind of like on the wrong foot.
Or they were playing on the same side sometimes. Did you notice that?
Right, that's what I mean. Like they weren't really sticking to the side that they were supposed to be on, and it kind of threw them off a little bit. One Joseph had a hell of a shot, and it was when he was on the left side. and compared to Buddha, when I don't know, it just seemed like Buddha wasn't really like meant to play that side. I don't know. Maybe they should just like I thought they should maybe just switch sides for the next game, maybe if they're going to be in the starting lineup. Um, but I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I do like how Joseph was making hustle plays in the beginning. He was diving at balls, keeping plays alive. So I love his hustle. Um, the other thing, I don't know. I don't know if I like the three defenders. Um, maybe until we figure out the middle situation was they're not being out. Maybe they should go to a four defender scheme. Bruno Wilson sometimes gets caught lacking. He was the one wasn't looking at that second goal that got through. He had his back turned. I feel like he's a little bit of a liability playing that center back position, but maybe go for the fourth defender. But ultimately, I mean, it was a good game. We had chances of scoring. It just Stefan was standing on his head. If it wasn't for Stefan playing his ass off, I think we could have easily won that game.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, ultimately, like Julio said, it's probably a little harsh, immediate reaction, right? Once you rewatch the game, you're like, man, if it wasn't for Stefan, one ball goes this way. Like in the second half, when
There's
Joseph and
little things here and there that could have just changed
yeah,
it.
Joseph and Chicho had that 2-on-1 where I was like, oh, this is going to be a goal. And just the ball bounced weird off the turf, and they weren't able to get the goal.
Slipped
But
away. Oh my god, yeah.
yeah, so
I mean,
that
Joseph
was
did so good on trapping the ball and turning and playing the ball back centrally. It was just so. I think he hit the ball too hard. He didn't try to lay it off, and it just skipped so far back, and then it was just a big scramble trying to get something. I mean, they were able to get a shot off. Bruno was able to get a shot off there, but either way, like there was still some options. I think there was somebody coming down the right wing where he could have, if he would have been able to play the ball, I think maybe first time, or if he was able to see that pass, we would have maybe have another dangerous or a more dangerous shot versus, kind of the rinky dink kind of shot that ended up happening and ended up in Zach Steffen's breadbasket, just ran it
Mm-hmm.
an easy
Yeah,
catch.
that's what ended up happening towards the second half. Just a lot of shots just directly towards Stefan as well, which added to his stat sheet. But yeah, I unlike Rico here, the 3-5-2 formation is growing on me. It did start
Change.
off as a 3-5-2, but it switched over to like a 4-4-2 at one point, and then a
Yeah.
4-5-1 because of that whole clashing. How you guys mentioned with Buda and Martinez was happening. So one of them was like playing under the other at one point, and it was like a 4-5-1. So it was interesting, like to see how that played out through the match. But moving on to the next match.
I like how Nick Lima played.
Yeah,
Mm,
that was a pleasant surprise for me
I
too.
think he earned a starting spot for the next game. You noticed though too? He was like there was a couple plays where he was playing like a forward position.
Oh no,
Other
yeah,
guys
he
were
plays really well with like others to move the ball forward.
oh yeah, Espinosa and him were
Hmm.
freaking killing it together.
It was like
But
their
you know what?
old days or something
Yeah,
like that,
yeah,
if you know
yeah.
what I'm saying.
But I
No, but I
noticed
think
that like a lot of the players were playing out of position, not sticking to like one general like they were moving around the whole entire field. Like I think Bruce Arena's probably like, yeah, this is your position to start the game, but be free flowing. Don't be, like probably
I
some
think that's
guys
one of the
were.
advantages of 3-5-2 though. You have that whole middle section that can adapt forward and backwards.
no. Well, I mean, I think when Nick Lima was playing really well, I think it was when it was more of that traditional like the four back system because he was overlapping Espinoza a lot, and
Mm.
he was doing a lot of good combinations on that right side. I think in the first half, I think he created a chance for somebody. It was like a pass across the box that Nick Lima gave, or he dished out a good ball. But
I
again,
think
that
the
came over
target was Arango, but I think it just missed.
he missed it and ended up in like towards the middle of the goal. But
Mm.
again, he created a chance from an overlap, right? And again, you can do that, but if we start Lima in that three back system, or then it's either Lima or Espinoza. They're not playing together there, right? So it's kind of picking your poison there. And even though Lima did really really well, and I think he does deserve another start, giving that we start more of this traditional 4-back deal. But if not, then we can't take SB for out for no reason, bro. That guy needs to get all the minutes, all the time.
Never take him out.
As long as he wants to fucking play, as long as he wants to play, bro. You know what I'm saying? Or even if he doesn't want to play, we have to keep him out there.
No, yeah, I think like there was a stat sheet like he's tied for third or for, like most MLS matches played in a row or something like that.
Consecutive games, bro. Your boy's a machine.
Consecutive games in a row.
They're calling him
Shout
La
out my
Máquina.
boy Crispy.
La Máquina.
Yeah. So moving on to the next. Personally, I haven't seen a lot of Charlotte games, so I wouldn't be able to properly tell you or properly assess the team myself. But I do know that they run a 4-4-1-1. Eli, I think you know a little bit about it, like a player that they got.
Yeah, so they got Zaha from he used to be an EPL player, really dynamic winger.
Oh,
Honestly,
that guy. That's right.
Yeah, really fast. Really fast. Outside winger, and he came in. He's actually already scored. So he's came in, done work and proved his value fairly quickly. So our defenders need to be on their toes and mark him up because he can create for others and score goals himself. So it'll be interesting
in
to
a
see what we do.
4-4-1-1 formation. That sounds like they can
Mm.
definitely fucking tear our fucking 3-5-2 apart. Just
Well,
catching our fucking wingbacks off.
I think in the second half, in the Rapids game, again, it was very, very much like a 1-2 combination on that second goal, right? Like it was played through the middle, and then just across, a little fucking tapping pass across the box for the second goal. And the Rapids, not the Rapids. Who we played before that? Minnesota. They did the same thing when they were pushing their attack. It was just a quick combination through the middle. But with Zaha, he can do that. Probably at a higher standard, a higher level. So if we fall asleep, we're gonna get punished. So hopefully we can keep our wits together and make.
Did he play? Do you know if he plays on the left or on the right?
He plays on the left side.
Gotcha. Ooh, so if we have the same thing, Lima and Espinosa are gonna have a little bit of a challenge for him.
Mm-hmm. So hopefully they can communicate and keep him in check, or be aggressive enough where we force him back. But I watched a little bit of him play his first game. The guy's hella smart, bro. Like he finds little pockets. Like he knows when these wing backs push up, he literally sits there and finds little pockets to know when he gets the first ball. Like when he gets a pass in, he's going. You know what I'm saying? He's already pushing the ball forward and attacking
Like
really
like a little Vinicius Junior with the cruise. He like times his back to step back and then launch.
Yep, he does actually a really good job at staying wide, staying disciplined. He's an EPL player, bro. Like he's a European level player, so he smart guy, really high soccer IQ, and our center backs need to be on their shit, or else we're gonna get punished.
Rico.
Man, they got nobody. No, I'm just kidding.
Fucking Q in last week's fucking episode of fucking who the fuck unknowns.
Name me name me two other players.
That's starting to become our bad leg charm, bro. You gotta stop saying that shit, bro.
For real, dude. God damn.
I'm just playing that. I'm just playing. No, I was looking at this dude. I don't know how you pronounce his first name. Liel Abada, their forward, designated player. This guy, I think he's like in one of the top scorers in the league right now. They got Tim Ream, who's a solid defender. This guy's was a national team player. So if I feel like this guy would be perfect if he played for the Quakes, like a center back, just strong leader of the group type guy. Man, if we could get this guy somehow, or somebody like him, we have Hernan. We can trade him for somebody like that. That would be my hope. I've always
Wow.
liked Tim Ream. Tim Ream's awesome. I think he's a great player. So I mean, those two guys right there. I mean, obviously they're forward. Um, he's been a proven goal scorer too. So I mean, I'm not as positive on this game as I was last one. Um, Obviously, I think a lot of Quakes fans, myself included, would say our defense is probably one of our weaker spots on the team, where we feel like we probably need a little improvement. Yeah, so I mean, I think it's going to be a tough game. Hopefully, we're able to get at least a point. But yeah, Charlotte's no easy team. They're fourth in the standings right now. They were a playoff team last year, and their last game they ended up beating Cincinnati, which was also a playoff team and a Supporter Shield winner. Last year or the year before? So, I mean, they're beating good teams. I think it's going to be a tough game. Hopefully, it goes our way. But I mean, I'm a little less positive than I was last couple games, to be honest.
We knew that our defense was going to be our problem suit this year, bro. Like we already knew that. We didn't do too much on the defensive side.
Yeah.
Coming into the season, we already, that was already, something that we would have expected. I think where we need to improve is our offensive side, man. Like we've been getting chances, but we haven't been able to put them away. And I think the defense is doing enough to keep us in games. Whether good, bad, or indifferent. If we're giving really really soft goals, but like you said earlier, if some of those goals went in, right, we would have probably put ourselves in better positions to defend and not be so aggressive. So if we can get on our front foot early, maybe score a goal on the road, right, and put ourselves in a better spot, we don't have to be so aggro and I wouldn't say coast, but be in a more sound defensive shape that might help us be able to hold on to these games.
So predictions against Charlotte then, after all that intake and information that we got going on. Rico?
My prediction is we're gonna tie. We're gonna go 1-1.
1-1 too. Okay.
I'm like, Rico, we're not gonna fucking tie. We're gonna win this 2-1, bro.
2-1 says Eli.
Bro.
1-1 says Rico.
We struggle with
I'm optimistic. I'm
good
optimistic,
forward.
bro.
I don't know.
I know.
This
I know.
is gonna be the away game, right?
It's a away game. We have. I know we don't have Joseph. I don't care, bro. I mean, we have to be optimistic. We have to be positive. The performances have been there. If we get, we're able to put some stuff together, we should be able to make it happen. I mean, why can't we go into another stadium and win games? We did that at Salt Lake. Why can't we do it? Why can't we do it again?
Against this powerful of a team. I mean, I love the optimism, Eli.
Bro, why can't we? Why can't we make it happen? Let's go out there and
all
do
right,
it.
all right, Chicharito. Hay que soñar.
Don't you
Hay que
you
soñar cosas chingonas.
bro?
Quakes lose
But
4-0.
listen, man, if Zaha tears it up and and Christian Espinoza, my boy Crispy, and fucking whoever plays, aka probably Nick Lima, yeah, dude, we're gonna get tore up. I see us struggling with a 2-1 loss, man. I hope we win though.
Bro,
2-2.
2-2? No, don't. Let's not put that negative energy out there, bro. Let's not think of losses or ties, bro. All right, funny story. This is probably a little sidetrack, but I went to a Chinese restaurant, right, and had my fortune cookie. You know what the fortune cookie said? And I thought about the podcast. It said like, it's better to be optimistic and be proven wrong than to be a pessimistic and be proven right. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're optimistic and they prove me wrong, like, okay, you know what? So what? But if you're like already negative and you're proven right,
and this shit ends up negative already.
Exactly.
I said
So
1-1.
There's no room for the sunshine and daisies. What you're telling me?
bro, always sunshines and daisies, bro. We can do it. I believe.
I said
All
1-1.
right, man.
I said 1-2.
Quakes
Let's
lose
find one.
4-0.
An unearned point.
A
And
point on the road.
Fuck, man.
Did I change your mind there?
I'll go
Did
2-2
the
then.
proverb-
I'll go with another point. 2-2.
The proverb changed your mind there?
Yeah. I like it. You changed me.
There we go. I love it.
All right,
Let's
we're moving on with the 2-2.
let's keep
And
the positive energy going. Can I get some reps, sound guy?
can we get some fucking meh, not some quack, you motherfucker. All right, hype train, optimism train is leaving for match day number 5. Is it
Yeah,
match day number
Match day
5
number-
already?
bro.
You
That
guys,
season's coming fast, man.
time flies. Can't wait for the next home game. I'm definitely gonna try to make it out there. Ask for the day off for sure on that one. Can't miss the next one. As you guys cannot miss our next episode of the No Weakfoot podcast. Shout out my boy Eli. Shout out my boy Rico. Hit some more denters in the chat. Join us next week to see if we got it right. We got it wrong. This has been your host signing out. Any last words from our guys?
Hey, give us some feedback, good, bad, or indifferent. We want to hear your guys' thoughts. You know, what works best for us. You know, we're definitely taking your guys' thoughts into consideration. So leave some comments. Again, some messages on X. DM us some questions, and
Mhm.
we'll be sure to answer those on the podcast.
Definitely want to talk bounce back ideas. Are we being too optimistic? Am I being too pessimistic? You know, just let us know. I know there's a comment out there on YouTube. I think it's at JRLO something. I don't know if his name. The guy comments a little too much, but we'll see what's going on with that guy. Shout out Junior. Just kidding. Rico, any last words?
Oh man, you know what? I first said 1-1, but after hearing that fortune cookie dazzler of a story,
The proverb,
I'm going.
bro.
I'm going 2-1 Quakes, baby.
Hey, let's go.
Fuck yeah, let's go.
All right, 2-1 Quakes now. Switching
The
it up.
the fortune
Follow
cookie got
us.
me, bro.
There you go. More Eli optimism.
You can follow me. No, it's fine.
Yeah, follow us
Send us
on
questions
X,
though.
TikTok. Is it Instagram?
Rico
No.
SJ408
There you
at
go.
Rico SJ408.
At J10 the ball 408. At Jalito 408. And No Wait for Podcast. You already know what it is. Hope you guys enjoy the episode and can't wait to talk to you guys, aka talk to these guys, and see y'all next ep.